the University of Winchester, students are returning to on-campus learning. Whilst most universities across the country continue with blended learning, with both online and in-person lectures, the University of Winchester is completely in person. We question whether they can keep COVID safe and how students feel about being back in person.
So I find it much easier to engage with in-person learning because last year it was just a little bit difficult to keep a routine and stuff.
I was a bit wary at first because I didn't know what it was going to be like actually on campus, but it's really safe. It's just really nice to actually be back.
Yeah, I prefer it, to be honest with you. Last year when it was all online was a bit weird and I didn't feel you were able to interact with it as well. So being back in person I think is better for my education.
Well, I feel very safe on campus at the moment. I feel like there have been a lot of provisions made for it. And yeah, I think the teachers have adjusted really well.
I prefer to the in-person teaching. COVID doesn't really bother me at all.
I much prefer it now. It's really nice to have met everyone on the course.
So with happy students comes health and safety advice from their student union. We spoke to the president of Winchester Student Union to get her perspective on students coming back to normal uni life.
It's really nice to walk through campus and there be students there. Having worked over summer, I spent literally 2 months on campus with it being absolutely empty. And now whenever I walk across campus, it's like filled with students. I always have to say hi to people on the way around. Our students at Winchester are so, they're very community focused and they're very focused on protecting each other. So I think students are definitely trying their best to keep COVID safe. I think, especially in Winchester, there was an appetite to come straight back to in person as much as possible. And I think the university's done a really good job of actually listening to students and listening to what they want. And the other thing is they're very aware that there are going to be those students that are a bit nervous and there are going to be those students that maybe aren't so willing to come back to face-to-face. And I know the university is already putting things in place so that they can support those students.
While students seem positive that they are back on campus learning again with friends, and we have reassurance from our student union that they are nice and safe with COVID on campus, we can be hopeful that there is no further spread of COVID whilst we continue learning in person.